You are seeing the world-renowned Texas A&M University Marching Band leading the Corps of Cadets to Kyle Football Field in College Station, Texas. Texas A&M, established in 1876, is the third largest land-grant university and the ninth largest university in the nation. Project Texas Aggie Heroes is a national regional pilot project that covers 45,000 square miles of South Texas. Over 7 million people reside within the project area, a super corridor of 8,000 miles of international relations, environmental impact, and economic trade that connects the interior of Mexico with America's heartland and Canada. Howdy, I'm Christopher Worley, and I'd like to talk to you about Project Texas Aggie Heroes. As a young American, I see our nation in chaos. The deterioration of moral fiber and civility in our government is alarming and a threat to our national security. America is demanding accountability, yet senior executives in the USDA Forest Service are claiming both being afraid of acceleration of a commitment when Hispanics talk to each other and management prerogative privileges to prohibit the public use of systems for measuring accountability. The system being prohibited is the result of a 1997 congressional inquiry of our nation's preparedness to serve all Americans in light of our nation's changing demographics. Fortunately, the Forest Service official tasked to draft a response and find a solution, and has since retired, is making the system available via Project Texas Aggie Heroes. By working in an environment of multiple institutions at ranging levels via the Texas A&M University system, young Texans will learn to solve complex problems without the influence of senior executives that promote racial fear or divisive civil rights processes. Project Texas Aggie Heroes promotes 21st century integrative science and applications for monitoring, assessment, and accountability. It empowers young people to work with Texas A&M University systems and local community leaders in finding real solutions to real-life problems. Our bottom-up approach encourages local leaders to empower Afghanistan and Iraq veterans, college students, and teenagers to work as a diverse team. By the end of this movie, you will have a glimpse into how complex problems will be tackled in the future. Project Texas Aggie Heroes sets the frameworks for others to follow. Project Texas Aggie Heroes encourages senior and young Americans to work together and rebuild our ailing nation. Patriotism, family, sound work ethics, along with a sense of duty and service are the cornerstones that will assist Texas Aggie Heroes to become 21st century leaders. Project Texas Aggie Heroes pays tribute to the sacrifices being made by our fellow Texans serving in Afghanistan and Iraq. We are about forging a 21st century leadership and rebuilding our nation's economy, education system, environment, and ethic core values that make our nation unique. Every day, our troops in Afghanistan and Iraq are exhibiting leadership under difficult and life-threatening situations. Their leadership has been tested many times under battlefield conditions. They've experienced the true meaning of freedom. They have personal insights of what we must do to secure our own democracy. We proudly extend a warm welcome home to our returning veterans and ask them to join us as a team of diverse young Americans coming together to rebuild South Texas. We are committed to serve as mentors and role models for high school and middle school students. We want to take what we learn in the classroom and help resolve real-life issues. Project Texas Aggie Heroes is a bottom-up approach that prepares us to work on complex problems that extend nationally as well as globally. We want to work with our counterparts in Canada and Mexico on common issues. 20th century leadership paid little attention to the sustainability of people and the inclusion of diversity. This is the case with the USDA Office of the Assistant Secretary for Civil Rights and the USDA Forest Service's Rocky Mountain Research Station. Our nation's demographics are changing, and we do not understand its impact on our environment and our way of life. Many are claiming to be the 21st century leaders by reshaping the organization and customer service. On the other hand, Project Texas Aggie Heroes is about honing in on redefining the leadership skills needed to lead for success in our diverse society. The lack of accountability is an economic burden that my generation must fix so that the United States can be a 21st century leader. Today's leaders are leaving us with an undue burden of needing to revamp our education system and to reestablish a code of ethics and moral values. We also have to reassess our nation's failing environment of natural resources and shortages of energy. The lack of government accountability is affecting our system of education. For example, Texas ranks 47th in the national school performance. This is not acceptable. We are committed to raise Texas's school performance ratings to the national median level by 2030. South Texas ranks amongst the worst in our nation in such areas as obesity, diabetes, household income, and water and environmental quality. We are determined to turn these ill around by 2030. With the leadership discipline of our Afghanistan and Iraq veterans, with the spirit of the Texas A&M Corps of Cadets, With the energy and ideas of 100,000 plus students of the Texas A&M University systems and their unparalleled faculty, the outstanding research-based knowledge of the Texas A&M agencies and resource centers, along with the support and commitment of local community leaders, we can make a difference. Project Texas Aggie Heroes is the way of the future. It is the most effective way for young Americans to expand their education and knowledge, and the most efficient way for rural communities to expand their economic base. What we say and learn in South Texas will not just stay in South Texas. Our framework can be used elsewhere in Texas, in the United States, and around the globe. Project Texas Aggie Heroes converts classroom knowledge into a real-life laboratory with tangible results. It redefines 21st century leadership in light of our nation's new populations. Partnering government agencies will have the opportunity to evaluate their current policies and how they deliver their programs. Project Texas Aggie Heroes is the global premiere that utilizes integrative, knowledge-based critical thinking in multi-institutional levels. Youth from all income, social, and economic statuses will have the opportunity to become lifetime friends by sharing ideas to common issues. We will be working with leading research scientists and educators and government officials. Texas Aggie Heroes are 21st century pioneers of using technology and knowledge transfer to resolve complex problems. All great civilizations were built on the shoulders of war veterans. Our Afghanistan and Iraq veterans must be given the same opportunity of training and education to rebuild ours as a 21st century nation and as a global leader. Those veterans who are native to Texas, those who enlisted in Texas, and those who deployed from military bases from Texas are the true Texas Aggie Heroes. We encourage them to continue their education and training in any of the Texas A&M University system schools. Those who will benefit the most are the organizations that empower Project Texas Aggie Heroes. The Texas A&M University system, local communities, as well as government and non-government organizations will be shaping future generations who will forge ahead with the same determination, core values, and high ideals that they were empowered. South Texas will be investing in shaping the very best cadre of future employees, local and regional leaders, and global ambassadors. Integrative science and applications as promoted by Project Texas Aggie Heroes is uplifting and improves morale and productivity in any environment or organization. Members of Texas Aggie Heroes be the most competitive candidates in any recruitment or employment selection list. I am calling on all Texans to stand up and be counted at a time when our nation needs us the most. Our fellow Texans who put their lives on the line in Afghanistan and Iraq, and those who gave their lives to protect our democracy, must not have done so in vain. We must do our part by starting with a bottom-up approach that sets a new standard of leadership, integrity, code of ethics, and a system of accountability. To help achieve this noble goal, I am asking that you please contact Chancellor Michael McKinney of the Texas A&M University system and encourage him to embrace Project Texas Aggie Heroes as an opportunity for young Texans to contribute to achieving Texas A&M University Vision 2020. Also, contact Governor Perry's office, your state legislators, your U.S. representative, and our 2 U.S. senators and explain how Project Texas Aggie Heroes is an investment in our nation's future and the advancement of accountability, integrity, and sustainability. Please ask Governor Perry, your U.S. representative, and our 2 U.S. senators to contact the United States Secretary of Agriculture, the Honorable Tom Vilsack, and explain why Project Texas Aggie Heroes is crucial to the future of Texas and Texas A&M University's Vision 2020. Explain how the USDA and its agencies will benefit from Project Texas Aggie Heroes, and ask that the USDA and its agencies begin collaboration with us by giving access to all findings and by making the research scientists in charge of finding solutions to the 1997 congressional inquiry available to assist us. To find out more about Project Texas Aggie Heroes, how to get involved, and how to contact your legislators in Austin and your representatives in Washington, please visit us at texasaggieheroes.org.